Hello and welcome. Right, it is the last look at Series 10 for the Bricklink Designer Program. But the reason why we're starting on the LEGO website, in case you didn't know, because obviously there's a countdown on for Series 7 as well, you can now go through the LEGO website backwards to the Bricklink page. So we have got down here, you hit shop now, and then it takes you to Bricklink, and then you can pre-order on the LEGO website. And you go from there. So that is how all of that works, in case people want to know. Now, I'm using fancy software this evening, so I'm on the left-hand side. So Reese, good evening to you. Good evening, Ultra Bricks, and good evening, Mark, as well. Hopefully you are okay. Now, earlier, and it didn't seem to work. So it's the chat at the moment isn't working properly. So what I did ask was, would Shibo actually return? And Ultra Bricks, my question to you was, are you in for anything for Series 10? Now, I can ask that question to anybody else. Is anybody in for anything from Series 10? If you are, let me know what it is you're in for, and then also we can tuck in and have a look. So Bricklink's on a program. We will go to current series, and then we'll go over to Series 10. So there's definitely issues at the moment with the chat, which is slightly annoying. So you're might have to try it more than once to get in on the chat, but it is what it is. So fingers crossed, it'll behave itself, and we should, he says, should be okay. How are we, Mark? Good evening to you. So yes, so we're literally going to be going through Series 10 for the very, very last times. It goes into review tomorrow. So this is your last opportunity to get your votes in, get all the little bits and pieces in, and be done. Yeah, that's it. So 10 is the in, and that's the Western theme. In for Reese as well, right? We'll start with the in, and we'll work our way through, because what I will do is we'll look at the in separately, because there's obviously, you guys want to have a look at the in, so that's easy enough. And then I will just go through them in size order, a bit like what we did last night, just skip through them. Anything that jumps out, let us know. We can have a quick look, and it'll be the last time, because it is the last chance to take a look at it. So that's the in is in the history and period, isn't it? History and period. The in Wild West Hotel, Ford Truck. Am I getting that complete? What is it? This one? What is it? Which one is it? The inn? Western Inn? What's it called? It's a good start, isn't it? I can't figure out what's the name of it called. Bad news, really bad news. Oh, wrong one. Thinking from Series 9. Oh, you're talking about the Medieval Inn. Oh. Right. For the Western theme. What for you, Reese? What are you thinking of Series 10? Because this is the last opportunity. So is there any Western sets you guys and girls want to take a look at? And obviously we can click on some of them, because potentially this has got a good shout, isn't it? So we're just going to go through them in size order. I'm just going to go through like we did yesterday. And yeah, we'll wait and see what happens with all of that. So yeah, we will see through. But I've realised that my well, I'm just going to try something again, and just see what it does, because I don't know if that's going to come through. So we'll just see if it comes through. I'll just type something in the chat. There we go. It is working. Okay, so yeah, it just didn't work for me before, because I was trying to have a conversation with Ultra Bricks, and I thought it sent, and then start the stream, it's disappeared. So it's not exactly ideal. Just remind myself of them now, and I've looked at that many in the past. Yeah, that's it. Fair enough. Well, this is obviously Series 10. The reason why we're doing a last look is that the voting stages finish this time tomorrow, be done, so we can't do anything about it. So obviously you can still look at the stuff as what we are, but it goes to the next phase. So there's quite a lot going on at the moment, because we've got the countdown for Series 7, and then we've got this as well. So this is very much a case of almost like making up a dream 5, your like top 5 sets that you can think of for Series 10, and of course get your votes in while you can with all of those. So what I'm going to do is what's the easiest way of doing it? Show filters, get rid of that. And we're just going to go like this. So we're going to go through all of these. We're just because there's loads of pages. I know there's 25. So I've got my eyeballs on the chat. Anything that jumps out at you guys and goes to the very last time, just let me know. And then we'll crack on and we'll go from there. Nice and easy. So this is literally last opportunity to think of what would be your dream 5 to be, because we won't click on any of these again unless they obviously are the final 5, which won't be for a few months. So we're just going to go through them bit by bit by bit by bit, and then you guys and girls can let me know as we go through. So Crimson Isle's nice, Western Lucky One, and there's another big castle over there. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll get there. So they're all the biggest sets. I've got a funny feeling a lot of the people in the chat, you're going to be more interested in the bigger sets, which is absolutely fine. But just keep screaming at me if there's anything that pings up on the page. But again, massive congratulations to all of these designers. But because we have gone through these a couple of times as such with regards to doing the different categories, we haven't done our top 5. So I still don't know. Looking at all of these, because we haven't gone through size order since day one. We've only done them in separate categories. So there is a lot to look at and a lot to take in. So what we've got Crimson Tide is nice. Cool big set castle, forget the name of it, and like the Orc, yes, indeed. Yeah. So yeah, Thunder Fang Counter. No, I've never seen it, Mark. I've never seen that. So yeah, exactly. I'm awful. I know I am awful. But yeah, I don't know. Reese, you got a new emoji, by the way. I've swapped something. I took the brown rain off because I thought it was too dark. So you got a new one to play with. Yeah, the space one, I like that. There's some nice space sets, and there's also some. I like the space diner. I think that's a really good set. And some of the big Victorian houses, I think, are very, very nice as well. There's the pizza slice. Yeah, that looks quite nice. I'm quite happy with that image. That's a really nice, that's a clean image. That's the best one so far, I think. Not too bad. That and the golden toilet, both nice and clean. There we go. So something slightly different for getting close to Pokemon season now. So I thought, why not put a Pokeball in there? Because a brown rain, you couldn't actually see. I knew what it was, but looking at it, it's like you can't actually read what it is. So I need a few more channel members to be able to add some more emojis, and then we can have a little bit more fun with it all then. So, but yeah, you got the snowy skate pond. We've got the Tatilia, because again, all of these are these smaller buildings. They're very, very, very strong. You've got a lot to pick from, a lot of nice bits and pieces. But again, just shout if there's anything you want to take a stronger look at, and then we can, which is nice and simple. But we have clicked on literally every single one of these photos already. So if somebody's watching this in the background going, well, we've done it already, but this is just like our last Fantasy 5, something like that. It's like our dream team top 5 sets for Series 10. Be very, very interesting to see what actually does make it. And yeah, there's a lot of big castles, isn't there, in this one? So I just wonder, is this going to be a castle-y one, or will they get away with it? Because there's lots of space. They could. Could you imagine if they did a space western pirates and castle all in the same series, just to make everybody happy, just for one time? Everybody would be broke, because the same people would want every single one, wouldn't they? So that would be tough. That'd be tough for people. Anything coming through? No. I'm glad. All I can see at the moment is Pokeball. Yeah, I think so. I think they're only going to take one of each theme, but I just wonder if they're going to take like what the better, not so much the better selling themes, but because the current series that's out and about at the moment, I wonder if we're going to get. We've never had a pirate, a western, a castle, all in the same one, because that way people will be in for three sets, and all 3 of them could be big, and then it'll be painful. So yeah, you can make up your fantasy top 5. The art of Japan's nice. There's the emojis, but it's nice to have so many designers that that's been in the chat over the last couple of live streams as well, which I think's really nice. So yeah, it works. And there's a poll, of course, running as always. It says, what theme are you hoping gets selected from Series 10? 57% of you want the medieval fantasy, 43 are after the winter autumn, and that's it. Nothing for Western, nothing for something else. It's very much a case of that's all that at the moment. So yeah, we get some very, very strong autumn winter sets from very, very strong other bits and pieces. So yeah, there's some nice ones. So yeah, Mark, what's Mark said? There we go. So he's flying the wrong way. That's all right then. We don't mind that. I'm safe and sound for another 24 hours, so I don't have to worry. But yeah, all of these, I mean, if you think just how quickly these sets get bigger and bigger and bigger, it's scary really with all of these bits and bobs. Is a lot. There's a lot of them. And you've got the Countryside Greenhouse again, very, very nice. But yeah, this is just the last time to be taking a look at these, because we said about the elephant, didn't we? And just how there's different types of elephants within this set as well, which I think looks nice. The tiny buns, because Peppy Frost has done a fantastic job of doing so many different bits and pieces within. He's done a really, really, really good job. So I just wonder if any of those will get through, because it is a smart thing. I'm just keep checking to make sure the chat's working. So just ignore the emojis I'm putting in. I'm just concerned after what happened in the last live stream that people's things are getting deleted. So I'm going to keep putting random emojis in every so often just to make sure that the chat's not failed. Because don't forget, it was the other Thursday. In fact, it was last Thursday. It failed when, and I don't know the reasoning why behind it. So I will just keep putting spontaneous stuff in the chat just to see if it kicks through, because clearly it was not working properly earlier. So hopefully it will go through. Now, does anybody want to take a last look at the working toilet? Just as it's on the screen right now, is there anybody that would like to take a look at the golden toilet? Because of course it is the last time we might see Unleash the Flush, because again, Peppy Frost, fantastic job on that. If anybody wants to see the toilet for the last time, I can easily scroll back. So just let us know. Just let us know. Oh, Sean says a yes. There's a yes for the golden toilet. Caught it just at the right time. Okay. So the golden toilet for the last time. Remember, all of these, it's the end tomorrow. So the voting stage finishes tomorrow. Oh, that's annoying. Come on. Right, there we go. Number 7. Go Peppy Frost for the toilet. Here it is. The Flush. There we go. So this is like the channel's mascot, I think, this set. Everybody that's liked the video so far, guys, thank you very much indeed. But there it is. There's the toilet. The toilet is there in all different colors, shapes, and glory. So you can't go wrong with the toilet. I think it looks a great looking thing. I just think it's a silly thing. I think it's I don't know where I'd put it, but I think I would buy it and build it. It's just something silly. I just don't know if that's a urine stained ring on the thing. It's just not been very well cleaned, or it's just taking a load of abuse. So I'm not 100% sure of that, but I do really like this. I do like the flash. Again, there you go. Look, you've got the floating turd that's on there. So the brown stain is upon us. But no, this caught my eye in Series 9, and every time I look at it, it just makes me laugh. I do like the fact it's got duck, rough toilet paper, and then you've got the plunger with stand, and then you've got the deep sea diver. There we go. Look, I'd actually buy this and put it in the bathroom. Yeah, I think I think it's a great looking set. I think it's a great looking set. So Sean is right with that. I think it is good. Yeah, I think it's just something silly. I think it's great looking, and it's a big old plunger, mind, isn't it? Let's be honest. That plunger looks huge. So yeah, some length on the plunging activities going on that. So yeah, that's a good one. So yeah, just shout if there's anything you want to take a look at for the last time, because it's just easier to do it as we go. Anybody want to take a look at the Maple Sugar Shack for the last time? Roaming Bricks, hello there. How are we, Roaming Bricks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you are okay. Thank you very much indeed, Roaming Bricks. I massively appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, the Willy Wonka golden ticket has come through. I like seeing those with all the different emojis. I think it's quite silly and fun. We'll take a look at the Maple Sugar Shack again because I like this. So yeah, I think this has the opportunity. If it gets put through, I think it would sell a lot of units. I think it would sell a lot of units, but it's up against so much competition. That is the thing. It's up against so much competition. So I just don't know. I just don't know really with how well some of these are gonna do and get put through. But yeah, thank you very much indeed from Roaming Bricks. So yeah, like that. Thank you very much indeed. But no, this looks great. So yeah, you got use of all your different emojis on the side, on the actual chat box, and all of the other bits and pieces as well. So, and anybody that was gifted a channel membership, obviously you can make use of all of the ones that I keep chopping and changing and adding in. So but no, I do like this. I think this is a nice looking set. So yeah, I think it's a really smart looking thing. I just wonder again, will it get put through? And if it did, what price point would it be? That is the thing. What price point would it be? But again, just scream and shout if there is anything that you want to do. Sean, don't forget you're in charge of Shibo, by the way, because Shibo said be right back about 5 hours ago. We have not had the return of Shibo yet. So yeah, Sean is a big fan of that golden toilet. Big fan of the toilet. So yeah, I agree with that. I agree that toilet is a very, very nice looking set. But yeah, there's some nice things again, like the amazing Brick Circus. I think the Brick Circus is nice. I think that has the potential to do very very well. Yeah, because the toilet. Alderix is saying just need the Dino Rod logo, or do it in the strong orange. Good evening, 321. How are we? I do believe the Death Star has been completed, but I don't actually know what 321's next build's going to be. So we need to know, 321, what is next going to be? Sean says the banhammer is in full swing. Yeah, I'm not too sure where Shibo disappeared to. Just literally disappeared and was like, yeah. So I don't know. And just ignore my emojis that I'm doing, because I'm just making sure the chat is still working. So just ignore me basically in the actual chat itself. Because we found it wasn't working very well last time, and it was freezing and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, the Amazing Circus, the violin. So again, if there's anything that you want to take a look at for the very, very last time, shout at me and we'll take a good look at all of these photos. I know a lot of you will want some of the bigger sets to take a look at, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, could well be. Sheba might be stuck in the toilet. Well, we don't know. That's the problem, because don't forget, Sheba went to the post office in the last stream, and then literally 6 hours later returns. Like, oh, that was a long queue. I was like, good grief, that was a long thing. So, but yeah, you got the shirt shop, and all of the other bits and pieces. You've got the bumper cars, because some of these will be standalone. So, which Orc set do you like, Ultra Bricks? Yeah, so if your messages come through twice, don't worry. Don't worry, just retype them because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with them. So it is what it is with that. So yeah, if hopefully it won't fail. It should be fine. It should be fine. But yeah, I'm not too sure with the which orc it is that you wanted to take a look at, so we can have a look see at that. The orcist one. Well, we'll start with the orc hut, shall we? We'll start with this one. I can't believe how clean that Pokeball is, mind. Of all the images to find, I'm like, that is a really nice Pokeball. I don't know how that is, but there we go. Chuff with that. So how is life 321? Are you actually getting a work-life balance, or are you literally just working and then selling all the sets? Because don't forget, 321's got the Bricklink store, and there's all sorts of different bits and pieces on there. But with this, I mean, if this did for it, whatever, make it to the final five, it's got the opportunity to open up the doors to a lot of other designs coming through as well, hasn't it? So, yeah, it seems to be all right at the moment. Yeah. So I'm just going to keep every 5 minutes or so, just for the name. I do like the fact it is called the Hong Kong Ding Ding tram, and it's more than accurate, more than likely. But yeah, I'm glad the chat's working for everybody. It was 7 days ago where it all went wrong. Sean, after I can't remember how everybody suggested Sean was going to be the moderator for the Thursday nights after. I think it was you saying that you were going to destroy. I can't remember what it said. You said you were going to destroy, and then we turned you blue, and then the whole thing crashed. And it's like, okay, but that wasn't anything to do with Sean. And then it started to do it again for the first time again a week later. So if you'd like a brick cola ding ding tram, that is not too bad. Hey, all work and no play, up to 838 lots with 14,572 bricks on the store at the moment. Well, keep going 321. So with great power becomes great responsibility. No pressure to Sean. So yeah, just well, you know what it's like. We all know what it's like when it's all the businesses and how hard it is. So you need an extra day in the week just to have a day off. So if we can have an 8-day week for 321 to have a day off, that would be great. Now, of course, fantasy top 5. What 5 sets would you like to see for the final 5 of Bricklink Design Program Series 10? And I know certain countries can't take part. I know. So again, with some of the guys that are just in the chat, just joining us, I know Roaming Bricks, for example, can't take part in this because they're not shipping to Roaming Bricks' country anymore. So yeah, hopefully it'll be all right for everybody. So Signal Box, we got the Pregnant Woman locomotive, the Red Postal Street, we've got the Alpine Valley Wood Shop. See, that's nice, isn't it? The Hot Springs I thought was quite nice, and the Medieval Campsite. I think both of those are just a really nice size for two little sets. So I think that would be okay. Mark says, okay, I did it. Mark's done something. That'll be fab. We'll call it a Sunmonday. Sunmonday. That'll be all right. Yeah, why not? A Sunmonday, everybody. There we go. If you can create your 8th day in the week, what would you call your day? A Sunmonday is a thing that is on there. So yeah, there's I can see that working. I can see that working. I think that'd be a little bit of just something completely different, and random. I think that would work well. Right, carrying on, working down. So nobody wants to see the mountain top. Nobody wants to see the midi. I'm going to click on it again. I'm going to do it. I'm going to commit to it for the. This might be the very last time we see this. I think this would be a nice little addition to a Winter Village display. I think this would work nicely. I think it would go very well with the Sunmonday set as well. I think that would be a good one. Some nice bits and pieces on there, and you've got all the other little bits and pieces that go with it. So yeah, this one's definitely caught my eye. I do have to I always catch the cats and all the other little bits and pieces that are on there. But yeah, can't go wrong with a bit of Johnny Thunder as well. There he is. So yeah, it's a nice. I think that's a nice looking set. I think it's just a nice looking size that. So yeah, it's massive, tough competition though. Massive competition. Oh, your big comment. Oh, this one. Big giant robot toilet from the Captain Underpants. I'm not going to lie, Mark. I haven't seen that film either. So I haven't seen that one. So I know that's not going to go down very well. I'm assuming Captain Thunderpants is a fun character for something, but I've not seen that one either. Right, you've got the springtime. You got the little florist. That looks a nice set. That's big chubby cheek Santa and a bay of plenty. So again, just shout at me as we're going through. And of course, on a serious note, if anybody can come up with a extra day name 4321 just to have just a minute to himself, then let me know what it would be, because yeah, let me know what it will be. Right, again, just ignore my little emoji things because I'm just keeping my eye on that chat to make sure it is okay. Right, so we've got the mini restaurant, the Knights of the Black Keep, the Limson tram ride. We've got the King's Carriage, Noodle Shop, and the Express train. Right, the Orc Watchtower, is that on your list, Ultra? Is that on the list for Ultra Bricks? Reese, I have absolutely no idea. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how you would do it, because I've only just set it up, like I said. So Reese is asking, can you only gift memberships on a desktop? I'm assuming you would. I'm assuming you'd have to do it on a laptop, maybe. I don't know how you can do it on the phone. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I don't know if you actually have to be a member to. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know if you, because Ryan joined up to the channel membership and then gifted them. So I don't know if you have to be a member first to be able to do it. I'm not too sure. I don't know. I need to look in. I have to look into it, Reese, for you, because I'm not too sure, to be honest. Well, I think I know. Yeah. So I know where it is, but obviously I can't do it. Because it's down. It's somewhere in the chat where I think you can gift it. So yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Reese. I would imagine. I'm trying to think if it would matter if you weren't a member or not to gift it. But yeah, he gifted 10 channel members, didn't he? 10 channel memberships. So yeah, that was very, very kind of him to everybody to do that. Not seen him since. he said he'd be on bread and water for a couple of days. So right, Ultrabrick says, I think the orc set from the bigger village makes more sense. Yeah, that is very, very true. He's never around when we need him, always around when we don't. Yeah, exactly. Just on a Thursday night. He's busy on a Thursday night, isn't he? So, but I don't know if Jay would know, to be honest, because I think, I don't know, because I can't gift myself one to see how it all works. That's the problem. I can go into the sub menus and see, but on the side of everything, because I've got all the bits and pieces in front of me, but I can't do it. Ah, there's the village. We have there's the village. Which village are we after? Which village do we want? There it is. What one? Just shout at me. I can click it. Have I skipped it? Which village is it? Which village? Is it on the page before? Hang on. Hang on. What village did I miss? Let's go back. So where was it? What was it called? What was it called? Was it the Orc Village? The Orc Watchtower? No. Orc Settlement. Oh, you want the Orc Settlement? Okay. Next one then. That's on the next page. Okie dokie. So we've got a couple of Orc fans in. I'm assuming it's the Orc Settlement on the next one. Oh, there it is. Right. Okay. Look at that. Caught that well. Congratulations on that. Right. Let's click this. So, are we hoping? Are we hoping that this is going to be the one? So I think a couple of you guys are thinking of the same thing. DJ, yo. So yo to you. There's the village. Yeah. There it is. So yeah, some beautiful bits and pieces. Yeah, some really nice bits and bobs that are on here. Yeah, so it's just amazing to think that there's only 5, and there's probably just as many good sets on here, like there was on the Lego Ideas stuff that we're going to be looking at again tomorrow. If you think about it, and the Lego Ideas stuff, 18 months, 2 years it could take to get to 10,000 units, and these get produced much quicker and possibly sell much more. Yeah, so what we're doing, DJI, is we're just going in order. So just scream at me when you see it, because I've literally just gone from small to big. Anything that nobody, I'm just going over them nice and steady, like we've done before, but just much quicker pace, like this. And then I'm just going to carry on going down, and then just let me know where it is. So I've mixed all of them back up again, like we had before. And then you can just let me know what that was. So yeah, I think just a quick overlook at this one just one more time. I think it's nice. I think it's a nice set because you've got all of the detailing on there, all of the bits. I do like the little spiky bits and all the fences and all that kind of thing. I think it's nice. I think it's a nice thing. So yeah, I think it's a smart looking thing. Reese, let me know if you're looking for the tab. I mean, I'm intrigued to know where it is. I think I can imagine Reese in the background trying to sort some bits and pieces out. But I'm assuming that's the one I think Ultra Rix was talking about as well. But yeah, I think that's a nice set. Nice set. Right, we'll carry on plonking down. So we've got the big elephant, we've got the space diner, the riverside hut, and then we've got the next 3 because the shadow of jealousy looks good, the ambush looks nice, and the floating island. I say this every time. I think that winter adventure could sell some units, but I don't know with all the other competition that's about. I just don't know if it would make it, because again, I've got a soft spot for all of the winter villagey stuff. Right, okay. Right, Reese says you can on an Android, but otherwise need to on a desktop, I think. Right. Okie dokie. That makes sense. That makes sense. Fair enough. Yeah, because I know now just by the name, there's the join button, isn't there? And you can join it through that way. But that's all I know. So see, it's been that long since we looked at the medieval tournaments. I mean, how many different variations of these are there as well? Because all 3 or 4 of those look amazing, absolutely amazing. So yeah, it's great. I think there's some really nice medieval bits and bobs. Mark's back. Live chat ended apparently, but he's back. He's doing an MM back again. So there it is. You missed my big comment I just sent. Now this is the problem. It might. Oh, there it is. There. I'm in trouble again. Knew I would be. I'm getting told off because Thunderfang is now not happy with me. I haven't seen the Captain Underpants. Anybody else seen Captain Underpants? Android is superior. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm on Android. I am on Android, so yeah, I agree. So there it is. Stupid Apple. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, yeah, that's it. So maybe you can't join then if you're on an Apple either. Maybe you got to do it a different way. But yeah, because when we get enough people joined up, eventually, obviously, over a long period of time, I will be doing like members only live streams for certain age demographic, so we can we don't have to mind P's and Q's as much. So that'd be good. That'd be good fun. And with this software, if you wanted to join me on the screen, you guys and girls can as well. Because what I can do is I'd have to buy a monthly subscription to a more superior software, and then you lot can just jump on and take the biscuit out of each other if you really wanted to. So it's up to you. That is all for the future. See what will happen. Do like Medieval Farm. I still think the Lego Group should just do a farm. I think they just need to redo some of the older sets. The Combine Harvester is far too much money now. Redo the tractors, the Combine Harvester, just give us all of it with a load of cows, a load of all those bits and pieces, and I think we'll go to town. I think we'll go to town with that. I think that would be really, really nice to do, because I've seen some custom farms that people have done, but the actual farm machinery, well, it is, yeah. That's it. I mean, to be fair, if we do get enough people signed up, we could literally have like we could call it Only Bricks Live. we could do some stupid stuff, but we could have loads of us could be on the screen at the same time. We can have like 4, 10, whatever it is, and just could you imagine the absolute filth, yeah. So yeah, the live streams moving forward will get nice and fruity. It'll be good fun. But the main thing is that you guys and girls are enjoying chatting to each other, and that's the whole point of doing these in the evening. And you can just take the absolute piss out of each other and do whatever it is that you wanted to do. So that's absolutely fine. Now, every time I see this, I really think this is the one that would go with the Mountain Fortress Castle. I think this would go with it. I think with all the little bits and pieces that are on here and all the other stuff like that, I think this would work. I think this would work nice. So yeah, would probably put it on white base plates though. Oh, no, actually, I don't know, because they've put plenty of snow over the top, haven't they? So it's almost like a melting roof. So yeah, it's got potential. It's got potential for it. But have you? Well, this is raises us the question: have you banned Shibo, Sean? Yeah, I am sure. Shibo said, "Be right back," and that was honestly about 5 o'clock in the UK time, and it is now 8:40 p.m. So I do get concerned about Shibo from time to time, in case Shibo has, like we all say, got stuck on his golden throne and just can't get off. Because I'm still going to have to sit down to use mine for a while because it's still so bloody cold. I haven't had time for a warm shower yet. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, you can make whatever jokes you like, Mark. It's absolutely fine. I understand them, so it's okay. I understand them. It's all right. Sean's got the devil horn coming in. So yeah, Sean's like, yeah, fair enough. So yeah, it's all good. Do you like the Bandit Hideout? The Bandit Hideout. I thought that would be the case. I was hovering about. I was hovering about just to see what it was all about and all doing. So there we go. Bandit Hideout, Matt. We're on it. So Warp World Super Mario style. I'm lost on that one. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna have to help me with that. I'm lost. But we can also play games, by the way. So there's other stuff that I can do now where if, say, for example, we're doing like a gaming thing for like the new Lego Dark Knight or whatever it'll be, we can do some really silly things with that as well. So yeah, you can have some live 18 plus commentary coming through for all of the different bits and pieces. So is this the one that you like the look of? because there's some nice bits and pieces going on with this. So the bandit hideout is a 1. So yeah, 3, 2, 1 is saying the Mario style. These sets are making me consider a Western display at some point. This one's great. All right, Mark, not a problem. So we'll keep going through. Like I said, we're just getting bigger and bigger. It's the last time we're clicking on them, last time we're going to see them, and then tomorrow we will do a roundup of all of the Lego news over the week, because the Legoland news I think is fascinating. So I'm really looking forward to reading that in much more detail for Legoland Windsor, because I don't know if it's just going to be demos, or if it's going to be Harry Potter, because I think I've got a funny feeling it's going to be a Harry Potter world going in. So it'll be interesting to see what it is. But if it's going to be a big walkthrough like what the Star Wars used to be, that would be a good one. Mark's still here. That's all right. Mark's still here. We've got Bob Boat Warehouse. Right, let's catch back up with where we were. Where were we? There. And then coming down. So yeah, lots and lots of nice sets, isn't there? So yeah, the Alpine Ski Chalet, the Snowdrift Stables, which you already clicked on. It's not going to take. We'll get through this, no problem. Especially at this pace, we'll be fine. So just got to shout at me. You got Kung Fu Panda, Mark? Got Kung Fu Panda? Whenever you say Windsor, I hear you say Windsor. Windsor, yeah, that's it. It's Windsor Castle, isn't it? Windsor. Is it Windsor? Is it? No. I don't know what the correct Queen's English is on that. So there you go. Another medieval tournament. I think every single medieval tournament one is outrageous. There's 5 of them, completely different sizes, and they're all as spectacular as each other. Wizard's Tower for anybody for the last time? Anybody for a Wizard's Tower for the last time? Anything. Reese loves the jousting ones. Yeah, they are very, very nice. They do look very, very good. We'll click on whatever the next one comes up. That'll be the one that we'll click on. We've got the nice Forest Lodge. We've got the Santa's Workshop. We've got a Yellow Bee, a space pirate adventure. And then we've got all of the other bits and pieces that are going on there as well. So no, I think all of them look good. And that was lucky page 13. So yeah, that was another one done. So we're about to move on to page 14 now. So Brickerton, Signal Box, Mighty Mintor, Dark Wizard. You got the City Tram. Yeah, wait on. Wasn't this the one? It is, isn't it? This is the one that we're saying that somebody's about to get shot and run over. Is it this one or is it the other one? Was it the sibling? No, there's a skateboarder on this one, so that's not the vlogger. Oh yeah, it got crushed. That's not the vlogger. The vlogger was the one that got. So it seems to be that the medieval castles, everybody is dying in the basement, and in front of any variation of a tram, they are getting squashed. Cozy Northern House. We've got the excavation site as well. The space in trucking. Nice seaside villa. Another island, a little library. Yeah, some very, very nice things. Very, very nice things on here. The wellness resort. That's the sort of the Viking of the Kraken. The Honey Hills, modern desk habitat. Yeah, so again, just scream and shout. The cabin retreat would look nice with a lot of different bits and pieces. I did Thunderfang. You having a conversation with Thunderfang at the moment, are you? Okay, that's fair enough. Well, as long as you're not throwing too many Lego bricks on the floor. But yeah, cabin retreat. Again, that's in for a shout, isn't it? We said, I think we all said this before. I think that's a very pretty looking thing. Is anybody making any of that? Because if you're going for just one from medieval, is it going to be a castle, the training ground or the jousting that's going to get through? Which one would you like to get out of those sort of sub themes within the medieval stuff? What out of those three, what would you guys go in the chat like to see? Because so DGI's gone just for a castle, but yeah, because Reese said loves the jousting ones, and then there's that big circular training ground as well, isn't there? So I can see that training ground doing the business. I think that's got to go. Oh, Reese, the jazz club is done. The jazz club is done. Congratulations. Do you enjoy the build? What do you rate it out of 10 for you? Family gathering at the Winter Cottage is nice as well. I like the look of that. Countryside. The Haunted Cemetery is a lovely looking thing as well. Look at that. So you've finished the jazz club before Shibo has returned. Unbelievable. The Storm Inn. Yeah, again, that is also another. That is probably a better one to go with the castle. I would say that's much more snowy, and that's almost like a perfect match for that. But there's so much competition. That's a very good question. I like the fact don't rest on the morals. Straight in there. Boutique hotel next, Reese. It's like yes. We have a pair of eyeballs. Shibo has returned. Well done. Welcome back, Shibo. Where were you? Did you get lost in the post or something? I thought we thought you were stuck on the toilet. We didn't know where Shibo had got to. So Sean's been keeping track of you. Right, there's the next. That's all of those. Yeah. So again, Brigsterdam Canal House looks nice. The farm roof repair, again, nice looking thing. That's the plan, or the shopping street. Ooh. There you go. Ultra Brick says Shibo's free from the toilet. Sean is celebrating that Shibo has returned from the toilet. And as I can share the golden toilet. There you go. We've got a golden toilet for Shibo. There you go, Shibo. Have a golden toilet. Right, fair enough. Yeah, everybody's looking for me at the moment. I haven't seen any of your films, Mark, have I? So that's the thing. So I'm gonna end up having Kung Fu Panda, House Train Your Dragon, all of those starting to come out. I have Shrek after me next. I'm sure I'll have Shrek doing an elbow drop on me. So yeah, we were getting worried. I was nearly going to add like a Shibo emoji, which is looking like a torch to look for you. But to be fair, Shibo could have been playing with one of these in the toilet, couldn't he? So we don't know. We don't know. We don't know what was going on with Shibo and the Wonka. So the Steampunk City, again, a lot of you guys can go to like that. So if you want to look at this for the last time, shout and I can I'll plonk it up. We've got all of these again, nice sheriff stuff. So we are just getting larger to larger. They are just growing. And it is just a case of shout at me if there's anything that you want to see. And then obviously we will be taking a look-see at all of them. But yeah, there's some really nice sets. But there's so many at the same brick size. I mean, look at that. You got those three are all going to be identical part use, brick count. And you got one for pirate, one for space, one for the steam. So only one of these themes are going to go through at this size. So they're not all three of them are going to go through. The Explorers, my fave design. Oh, where's the Explorer? Explorer. Where? I'm assuming I've passed it. Oh. I thought I recognized the name. When you came in before. Well, there we go. We can't get your votes in for the last time because the designer is in the chat with us. I own as well. Yeah. And I recognized your name before. I was like, yeah, you've been in the chat. I was like, oh yeah. It was from this one. So yeah, there they all are in their glory. I wonder what the packaging would be like from this. I wonder what the packaging would like. The end result. So The silver wood is looking pretty cool. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. My own design as well. Shibo's saying hello to everybody. So hello to everybody. Apparently, Shibo was trapped in the big toilet with Captain Underpants. I don't know who these people are. But yes, I think that is correct, Mark. So I think Shibo is lucky to be alive by the sounds of it. Could have literally been clenching bricks for all we know. We have no idea. It wasn't touching cloth anymore. It was clenching bricks. So yeah, that is very, very good. Very, very good. So yeah, congratulations on getting that design in, because they do look great. You got the snowy cabin. We were silver something. Silver wood. The silver wood. Here we go. So this is Sean. That's a tasty look. Yeah, it is a tasty looking thing. I do like the blue collar combination up at the top, and I do like that. I like. They got all the new part. They got loads of new part elements on this with regards to all of the foliage and things. But yeah, I like the little bird in the nest up at the top and all the little detailing that's on the front. So again, something like this for a fantasy type mashup. I do like the fact they've used the koi printed tile as well. So I think that's a great looking thing with all the bits and pieces that are on the top just there. So yeah, I think that's a nice looking thing. Yeah, Mark says, and those robots look super cool. So I wish I have them. Well, Mark, the designer of those is in the chat. This is the designer just here. So the designer is in the chat for those robots that you do like. So Shiva was taking the Kraken down the toilet. Oh, taken by the Kraken. I thought Shiva was having a Kraken. Fair enough. Either way, it's still funny. You're not going to live it down, Shiva. You said you'd be right back, and you've just returned to all this abuse. We haven't got that far yet for the firehouse, but we will, Ben. We will. So we just literally last look. Anybody that wants to see anything just needs to shout when it comes on the screen, and then we will see. But we haven't got to that size of set yet, so no, I don't think we're too far off, because that firehouse. I know exactly what one you're talking about. We all said that looks very, very pretty, but we're only about 2,500 parts, and obviously we know it's up to 4. But we are now getting into the sort of nitty gritty of there's so much competition within here. But no, I would imagine the firehouse will be in the next page or two, I would think, because we're on page 17 of 25. If for whatever reason it's been missed, I'll just type it in. But I would have clicked on it because I know these guys and girls would have wanted to have seen it. You've got the Deep Forest headquarters, the Ivy Palace, the Sunset Hotel, the Fortress, the Sandwich Club, and the Observatory. So, yeah, some nice bits. So, what, did Shiba go to the dark side? I made it back from the darkness. What happened? What were you doing? Like, were you straining that hard, Shiba? Are you? Good grief. God, Lord. House of Frights, we obviously like. We've got the Trojan Horse, Sea Shop, Busy Palace. The Holiday Home, I know Sean would want to click on. It does look amazing. Yeah, it does look amazing, that one. So, yeah, I think that's got a very good opportunity, because if it's the one that I think it is, it's the one that reminds me of Dollywood in the theme park. As you queue up, you've got all of the classic sort of fire station fascia. And I was looking at it going, no, that reminds me of a certain time in my life of where I was. That's how I buy the sets. That's as stupid as it sounds. So a lot of all this, 9 times out of 10, the sets that are up in the loft, I will relate to something. It will remind me of something, or where I bought those sets for, or for what reason. Like the red roller coaster, for example, it came from the hotel at Legoland Windsor. Some of the other modulars came from there for different. It's just memories. It's just how I look back at the different bits and pieces as well. So. And that one, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that one. So yeah, we'll be taking a look at that as soon as we get there, Ben. We'll have a good deep dive into that one. Not a bother. It can't be too far away. I know the shipyard was popular with a couple of people as well. So yeah, another look at these photos, because the boat itself is a nice size. Is what, if I remember what people were saying in the chat, they did like the size of it. So yeah, it was a nice thing. So, just keep ignoring what I'm doing with the emojis, because I'm just making sure that the chat's not frozen. I don't think it should be all right. It seems to be all right for the last hour, but it just didn't start off too cleverly. That's all. So, but yeah, you've got all these little, well, all the I say little packed of detail: the fish, the cat, the crab. You've got all the bits and pieces. It is a nice sized boat, that one. I think it's a nice smart set. So, oh, hang on. What's going on with this? What's going on? So as Shibo. There we go. Oh, that's the conversation. So Reese has asked the question, and it looks like Shibo's fallen down the rabbit hole. What now or when it came out? Let's have a very quick look in the background. It's £329 on Amazon, so you definitely don't want to be doing that. I would imagine on marketplaces and things like that, you should be able to get it for 225, 250 ish. So I can't remember what price it was when it came out. It might be more than that now, because obviously everything's at 199. So there's lots of them though for the Assembly Square, because it was out for so long. There's loads of them secondhand, but it is really very, very nice. It's a very, very nice set. Ultra Bricks says I managed to get the Assembly Square. How much do you pay for yours, Ultra Bricks, roughly? So yeah, it's some nice bits. You've got the Ivy Palace, right? Carry on torpedoing down. Yeah, the villa looks good. The cargo train looks good. The ruin, scary house. Can't go wrong with a good scary house. You've got the Adventures Guild as well, looking smart. Pirates Retreat. Well, maybe it's a much bigger set than I thought it was. So it's going to be at a higher price point, because there's the photographer. And now we're starting to get into those houses. There's the Soul Keeper's Sanctum. No, I didn't think that firehouse was that big, but maybe it must have been in the 3,000. It must be in the 3,000 pieces. There's the old garage. It's got to be. I think it's close to the old garage. So there's another joisting. So again, this is the problem you've got, because if they're only going to do one medieval, you have got your choice of a beautiful jousting set, lovely castles, or the old training grounds, haven't you? And all of them would sell. There's so many nice ones, like the Royal Nest looks fantastic. I do like the Countryside Farmhouse. Again, just if that came out, they would just need to have like farm packs and all the bits and pieces that you could do to really bulk that out a little bit. Ultra Bricks 208. There you go, £208 for the Assembly Square. Don't know, Mark. What superpowers do you get? Wizard Tower. The Wizard's Tower. There we go. So again, you lot are into your fantasy sets and all that kind of thing. Lots of detailing within this one. Very similar coloured roof to the Blacksmith. Lots of different bits, lots of different Easter eggs on the inside. It's got a long, skinny shaft, long bit of length, for everybody to have a bit of a play with. And then you've got lots of different bits and pieces on the inside. So yeah, it does look smart, that. And again, I could see this just selling well. It'd be one of those, a bit like the Mushroom House, because they all sell very, very well, don't they? So something like this, just to add in D&D written all over it, the other bits and pieces, just a good, nice set to add in. You set a big comment to Shibo. That's all right. Then Shibo will read it. Don't worry. So Shibo will catch up. There it is. We found it. The firehouse is about. That's where it is. So here you go, Ben. The firehouse. Let's take a look at this. This is a really nice looking set. So Let's take a look at this properly for the last time. 2,998 parts, 7 stickers, 629 new parks. If you call a fire station a fire hall, or in this case, a firehouse, regardless, every town and city needs one. Fits in your city, designed on a 32 by 32 base plate with an attached 16 by 32 base plate. This firehouse seamlessly integrates into its existing city layout. It's got a working garage, which turns the crank of a large custom garage door slides open like a real garage door. Accessible as interiors. The build of this design is to open and separate multiple ways, giving you easy access. Hey, such a child, to the interior and more enjoyable experience. Honestly, I need to send myself to bed. So, a lively cast of characters, construction crew repairing the sidewalk out front, hot dog girl feeding the pigeons, and then the fire crew dashing the address as an emergency dispatcher, organising the incoming calls and prioritising emergencies. So we got the functional garage door modular. So yeah, it's 10.2. Hey? How's it 10.2? So designed on a 32 by 32 base plate with a 16 by 32, it would be bigger than... Oh no, it's base plate and a half, isn't it? So the width is a base plate and a half, yeah. Yeah, very, very, very nice looking thing. So let's have a look. That's where I want to go. We'll go across the top. So engine 26. So there's the person with the hot dog feeding the pigeons. Ah, okay. And you've got a side exit door. Obviously, that'd be quite an interesting way to display that, because you couldn't obviously butt it up to another modular too close. You would have to give yourself some breathing space. But if you had this with like a 16 by 16 road plate on the side and the front, I think that would look very, very nice. There we go. That's a passionate thing. Hate eBay with a passion, an absolute passion. Why is that then, Mark? Let us know. So hopefully it should be able to keep itself cool, surely. And then you've got all of these different bits and details across the bottom. And then you've got the dog. The dog's being fed with the biscuits. Oh, that's the hot dogs. That's what I was going to say. It's an actual hot dog feeding the pigeons. It's not the person with the hot dog feeding the pigeons. And then you've got the sort of very interesting looking porn star minifigure with his long wrench. And then you've got, because I wonder if you can... Yeah, I guess you could mix and match how it is you would display it, but I like the fact it's so modular as well. Yeah, I think that's a nice... Yeah, I think it's a real nice looking set. We did cover this one last time, and I think it did look really... I think it did look really very, really very, very smart. So, yeah, I think I like the look of this. There is a lot going on with that. There's a lot going on with that. So, yeah, some nice bits. I don't know if Ben's still with us, but Ben Davis thought this one looked amazing. Completely agree. It's a very, very nice looking set. Yeah, it does look very smart. Oh, that's the crank for the fire door as well. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think that's a nice looking thing. No, I'm just taking all the detail in for the last time, because it's one of those, isn't it? Because we're never going to have time to go back over these. It always moves on too quickly, because literally this will be over. We'll look at the Lego Ideas stuff, and all of a sudden there'll be loads of new stuff on the Lego website, and then we'll go back to... We haven't even done the Ninjago thing yet, but like all the detailing that's a bit on all of these. I mean, you've got all of the different bits. You've got the length of the fire pole, and then up at top you've got another massive length in his hand, and then you got all of the cool bits. I mean, that's just a nice way of having your fire outfits for all the bits and pieces that you need to do. Reese says the firehouse is an absolute beauty. Completely agree, Reese. I completely agree with that. Yeah, it is very, very nice. But the question is, like, if I put this on the screen like that as it is, and it's just a simple yes or no, if this set on your screen right now made it into the top 5, would anybody in the chat buy it? That's the thing. Would it work in your display? Because that's the other way to look at it. Would this set work in your display? Or do you think, no, I don't think it would? Because that's what you'd be getting. So would you, big question, would you buy it? And I will add another ball in just to make sure that it's everything's ticking over. Because if I can see my own thing, yeah, it's fine. Right, so that seems to be all right. Yeah, I think that's lovely. I think that is very, very nice. And yeah, we're going to get into them. We're getting into the meaty ones now, then, because we've got all the other bits. We've got the castle, we've got the arcade, we've got the chess. That's what we got to. Yeah, all of those. So not long we'll be finished with all these. So I mean, this is the one that I think is perfect for a Legoland theme park. I'd said this before. This is Malaysia. This because it reminds me of something. I'm like, yeah, I like that. Just because it likes that. Oh, I think we just clicked on that, didn't we? Let me just go back. That was a page before the Wizard's Tower? Hang on. Let me go back through. It was just a page before. I literally just clicked on it because I thought a lot of people like it for their fantasy section. It's a long, tall, skinny tower, isn't it? Is that the one? Wizard's Tower, where are you? Yeah, I clicked on that one first, and then I went back up. So yeah, I think it's a nice looking set. I can see a lot. I said it was like a bit like the mushroom set. I think if it came into the top 5, I think it would just sell well. A bit like the original mushroom houses and stuff, because people could add it to their D&D. They could add it into their castle. It has got the same colouring as we said just a couple of minutes ago with the blacksmith. So if you are then going to be getting the chemist that's available at the moment, you could obviously have that with this, and then get the pub that's coming down later on. Put it with the blacksmith. Put it with the D&D set, and then you got 5 sets because you got the matching colour up at the top as well. To do. The only thing potentially would be if the blue changed to a different color, so it wasn't exactly the same as the medieval blacksmith, if people were thinking of doing that fantasy type thing. But I think it's a nice looking set. And a lot of people in the previous live streams, when we were taking a good deep dive at all of the stuff, they liked it as well. So yeah, it is a nice strong set, that one. So again, the question is to anybody, if the Wizard Tower, should I say, made it into the last 5. Oh, there's another one. Well, let me get through all of them, and what I do is, it's you. Okay, hang on. I'll open up another tab so I don't get lost, and then I'll type it in. If it allows me, and I'll see if I can find it, because I don't want to lose my place, because we're just getting bigger and bigger. So let's have a look. So there's a lot of towers on here. Found it. You found it. I have this one. Yeah, this is also, again, would work perfectly as basically exactly the same as what I just said on the other one, apart from this is more of an autumn feel. Because when we looked at this one last time, I said I really like the orange and yellow leaves. This has the opportunity to go with a few different bits and bobs, because you could actually sneak this with this color. You could sneak this into the Ninjago stuff as well, or you could sneak it into the the Lego Ideas Treehouse, or like the A-frame and all that kind of stuff as well. Or you would just literally do this exactly the same with the medieval sets that are available already on Bricklink with the Dungeons and Dragons, and then you'd be absolutely fine. But yeah, this one does look really smart as well. So yeah, that's the thing. There's not just one great looking set. There's multiple of them. Yeah, I thought I recognised the name. Yeah, that's it. So you're giving it 4. So it's your 4th attempt? Yeah, so there you go. She says Treehouse vibes. Yeah, that's it. So there we go. Everything's coming in now. Look the way the tree goes through the tower. I think it'd be great next to. Yeah, we got exactly that. So yeah, Reese is on the same wavelength as me. Yeah, that's it. So let's have a. We will help out any of the designers best way we can, because like I said, we're just not going to be able. Unless this reappears in the final 5 or reappears in say series 11, if it doesn't make it for whatever reason, then we won't be doing a deep dive on it again. But yeah, there's loads of. I quite like the shape of it. I like how it's all going zigzaggy and not just completely straight. And yeah, you could mix and match this in. Putting this right. I mean, to be fair, if it was set further back from like the Lord of the Rings as well, because of how you've got all the trees around it and you've got all the same style roof, there is quite a few different things you could do with it. But the big 4 actually that would go with if you're doing Dungeons and Dragons set as a set is the blacksmith with the other bits and pieces. I think that would be how this would work, and you can then start to create your games and stuff with it, because obviously it's got all the fantasy figures and all the towers and all that kind of thing with there. And if you've got a very good creative mind, yeah, that's it. I won't fancy not to compete with the castle, so that's why I have the. Well, it makes sense. Yeah, that's exactly. I think that's exactly what I would put it with. Yeah, that's it. There we go. So that's exactly what I want to be doing. That's exactly what you have to be doing. Oh, bear with me, DJI. Bear with me. That one. I like the arcade, but the exterior is a bit bare. But I'll click on that after. I will click. If I passed it, let me know and I'll go back. I didn't catch that comment when it came through. So, but no, I personally would put this with D&D. It screams Dungeons and Dragons to me with regards to that kind of thing. And with because we all say that the chemist that's out at the moment, the blacksmith and the pub that's going to be coming out, because they're taller sets, would work with the Dungeons and Dragons over putting it with the medieval stuff. So this would just be a really good addition. This would be a really good addition to that. So yeah, I think it's a real nice thing. It's a credit to you as well. The design looks great. You can see what everybody else is saying in the chat. They all like it. I mean, they are brutal as well. So if they thought it was rubbish, they would let you know it was rubbish, but it's not. So it deserves to be up on here. You haven't wasted anybody's time at all. How long did it take you to design these? Was it a long slog, or was it okay? Yeah, because I think it's a real nice. Every single designer is much better than me. That is for sure. But yeah, we are over on here, so that's where we are now. DJI was saying the arcade. Oh, it's the one just above. That's all right then. One just above. One is over. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. A year and a half to attack the wizards, because I'm assuming you'd have to take it apart, put it back together again, take it apart and just get it all to work. But no, I like that. It's for me, it's definitely D&D, but I reckon I could squeeze that into the new Rising Dragons Ninjago stuff as well, just with how you've got sort of the tower bit in there and what they're doing now with the Rising Dragons thing. I could see potentially that working, but it is definitely a fantasy set. I would completely agree with that. And the medieval stuff, I think everybody else can agree, it is brutal with regards to just the volume of sets that are there. But yeah, the arcade itself, it's packed on the inside, isn't it? This is the thing that surprised everybody, just how busy it is on the inside. So much detail on the inside. I don't know if people can add more windows or do what, but it does look, it looks great on the inside. All the different levels, three fully done floors. But yeah, I like the roof. But yeah, it's, you know, again, what will make it, where will it make it, and yeah, all of that kind of thing. So yeah, it's a massive credit to you for that. Again, I'm just checking the chat, so ignore my Pokeballs. Yes, I think some windows could work. I think some windows could have worked on that one. I agree. But let's go back up and see what people say. So Sean says it's super cool. I like that. So that's talking about the wizard one. I love the way the trees go through. I think it'd be great next to the chemist and sets like that. Yeah, completely agree. And then Shibo says treehouse vibes. So yeah, I agree with all of those comments with regards to that. So yeah, it's a massive credit to you. I think it's a great looking set, and hopefully it will do the trick. So yeah, you can only hope. You can only hope. And obviously, everybody's put so much effort into all of these sets that yeah, they all, there's so many of them that could easily be in the final 5 and sell. This is something else that I think would sell like a heartbeat as well. I think a lot of people would buy this. Maybe not. Well, for me, it would be this one possibly, but then all the others are great as well. But this one reminds me more because of the tents and things, because it's exactly the same. It's just all the same. But I think people would want a bigger jousting set, is what I can gather, because there's quite a few beautiful designs on it. Yeah, that's it. You can see what I've done then, can't you? Yeah. Well, to be fair, you got a choice. You've got a choice of two things. You either look at my Wonka, or I mean, you can work that out for yourself. If I put that in the chat, there you go. So, oh, that did make me laugh. But yeah, I do really like the look of that. I think that's great. And now they're just getting bigger, aren't they? These sets, because all of a sudden now we're jumping into the next price category from literally this set, because we've just broken the 3,000 piece mark. So they are going to get large. And then yeah, because you got the Crimson Crown again from Peppy Frost. The Woodland Hollow, I'm assuming. And if we want to click on see this one for the very last time. So what have we got? What have we got? Crimson. There, Sean's eyeballs are popping out. So I'm assuming the Woodland Hollow. There it is. Well, the very last look at the Woodland Hollow for a Disney set. Yeah, again, nice staircase, nice bits and pieces that are on here. Yeah, it does work. Does work well. Oh. Well, I have to put them as a pair. Just putting one ball would just be a bit odd, wouldn't it? And it's only because it's the closest. It's the closest thing to me. But yeah, lots of colours on this. This would work very, very well as well. Yeah, lots and lots of nice things going on. And then the horse and cart as well. So yeah, and you get some chickens. You get some chickens. So that might be the last time, or it might make it to the final, Sean. So I think Sean's in love. There we go. Sean, that's it. Sean's like, take my money. That's exactly what we want. So yeah, as we're going through, just scream and shout at me if there's anything you want to take a look at for the last time. Because obviously you got to get your vote. just kick myself out my own stream. What a melon. We'll try that again, shall we? So what I was about to say is you've got to get your votes in today, because when it's gone, it's gone. And what I decided to do was click back on the wrong tab and to kick myself out my own stream. So brilliant. There we go. We are back and all under control. So yeah, I think this does look very smart. And I think there's a lot of people that do really like the look of this one. But we are getting larger. So these sets are getting larger. So just shout if there's anything that you can see. And yeah, we'll just go in from there, because they are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now I'm assuming everybody's a Western fan. I saw that at the start of the chat. So of course, iLucky is the Lucky, sorry, has done so many other designs. This would literally finish off your Westerns display. Yeah, this would finish. This would work your in the Western display. So it all turned black here. I know, me being an idiot. But yeah, I think this. Well, you know that this is going to sell. If this makes it into the final 5 at some point, it will just go with all the others that have already been done, because it's the same designer, and you know it's all going to be perfectly fine. So yeah, you know that it's going to be fine. But is anybody in for this set? Does anybody? Because Ultra, if this one made it, because Ultra Bricks is at the moment, if this one got through as well, would you then backtrack all of the others? Because if you know that there's going to be 2 more Western sets coming, yeah, see, this is the thing, isn't it? Like, what do people want from the Western theme? Do they want something that is the exact same scale as all of the others? Or do they now want something that is from way, way, way back when? Because even within the Western stuff, there's a lot of competition. Because it seems to be a lot of the Western sets are huge. Now, I said that this I would get because this would be a divide in my theme park, and it is exactly the same, minus the 2 bit. In fact, you know, it is. It's exactly the same as Legoland Dubai. It's just that the thing on the left and right hand side is actually inside the gate. That's the only difference, because you've got pay to plays. So these 2 would be the pay to plays. You walk through the gate, and then you've got some pay to plays in the middle. Then you go off to the roller coasters, and literally my side of the screen is where the Lego City part, the theme park, is at Legoland Dubai. So it is literally a twin tower, just like this, and minus obviously. I don't actually know what faction it is, to be honest. It might be that flag color. I know this faction's just come back around in 3 and 1, but the Legoland parks, they all have all of those. So there's some nice, really very nice sets. Really very, very nice sets out. So yeah, shout at me if there's anything that catches your eye. You've got the Wild West Hotel, and then you've got the Dark Village, which I think was on Sean. I don't know if I think I can almost work out Sean's. I think Sean's got 2 Winter Village sets. The other one, this one, so Sean's got a dream top 5 as well. So yeah, Ultra Brick says that's really nice. Yeah, that one is a very, very nice looking. It is a very nice looking set. Fort Chuck is my favorite Western. Yeah, we will be getting to that, because of course, with where it is, it's a really big set. So we will be getting closer to the 4,000 mark, because there's lots of them. See, the Temple of 9 Caves as well. That screams Ninjago. So that would work very well with the Ninjago stuff. I personally like the look of that one, just with all of the bits that are going on with it. And you've got the dragons, and yeah, I think with all the golden elements and things, I think this one is a very Ninjago-y type thing, which has just been wrecked by tourism. Basically, I think that's a message that they're showing you, aren't they? They're like, oh, there you go. Look, yeah, see? So, yeah, it just takes one person, doesn't it? It just takes one person to spoil it all. It'd be all right. I would literally put the Lego head in that, and they could cook them. That'd teach them a lesson. So, they have. They've had... It seems to be, we are spotting them more and more now, but what do you think I've just spotted? Definitely Ninjago vibes. Is that another toilet? Or is that what is it? I don't know. Maybe it's not. It could be. Is that a toilet and a bed or a seat? No, no, it is, isn't it? There's a shower head. That's a shower head. There's the handle. So what's that? Have they added another? They added another toilet in. There's toilets in so many sets now. I think now it's going to be an ongoing gag with everybody to add in toilets and absolutely everything. The farmhouse, I think, looks gorgeous as well. I think that farmhouse squat and drop. It is, isn't it? It's just a squat and drop. It is literally, that's all it is. You've got the farmhouse, I think, looks very nice. And again, with this style of farmhouse, though, you could get away with having a horse pulling the farm equipment, because it's obviously an older one. So you wouldn't quite necessarily have the newer Lego City tractors and the combine harvesters with that. You've got the Pizza Avenue. You've got the steam locomotive train. You've got the battle fleet. And again, you've got the under construction. There's a couple of under construction sets, isn't there? So there's the under construction castle. There's another under construction bigger building where they're doing the bits and pieces on the inside. You've got the Eagle, and you've got another Western scene. So again, these Western scenes are massive. Massive, massive, massive. And again, now look at all the detail that we're at. Literally into the final 5 pages. And we're into the full mix of loads and loads of detail. And I mean, the fact that the brick count's so close together, but the fact that every single element color is literally different. It is a little bit dirty and naughty, really, with how skillful these guys and girls are putting all of these together, because I would literally just dribble. I struggle to put 2 or 3 pieces together. I mean, you've seen me try and repair that Colosseum. I'm like, I don't understand. Now, I'm not too sure if Sean, when he says squat and drop, is now going on about the big contender is your needing the toilet or what? I'm not 100% sure. You've got the Island Log House, the Medieval Village is a really nice looking set as well. Again, anybody that's in the chat, thank you very much for liking the video and taking part in the poll. Just shout in the chat if you want me to click on any of the sets, and I can do. But at the moment, we are 20 votes in, 55% for Medieval Fantasy. Well, that's all you need to know, isn't it? That's how popular the Medieval Fantasy stuff is. So, the set. Oh, I thought you were waiting to squat and drop a big one. I thought you were talking about your own log. Fair enough. There we go. I can never know with you, Sean, with your Indian and takeaways and all that kind of stuff. I'm assuming it's the Monster Town. That's your next contender? Which I'm trying to figure out which one it is. You've got the Hydra ship. You've got the lighthouse, which is nice. The fort. Does anybody want to have a look at the Fort Hux? Anybody for the fort? Ding, ding, ding. There we go. See, I'm not bad, am I? I do pay attention to people and what they like. So there we go. So the Monster Town. Monster Town is in for a quick and thorough inspection as we go through these last sets for the last time. So you've got the Golden Crown and the Tavern Inn. You know what we'll do? We haven't actually. This is something that we've only done in a couple of the sets. We'll read the description for you. So comes with 3 stickers, 3,399 parts, 738 unique. Where the night never ends, monsters roam free. Step into the ministry streets of Monster Town, a world where gothic architecture meets classic horror tales. Behind every stone wall, under every flickering street lamp, danger is lurking. Join Lady Luckard, Dr. Frankenstein, Death, and other iconic monsters as the city comes to life, with sun disappears from the haunted graveyard to the towering cathedral. From the shuddering stables to the eerie glow of the Golden Crown Tavern, there's no safe place once night falls. There we go. So it's fold-out design, removable roof. It's got the ringing tower bell, steerable carriage, usable horse stable with water trough, fully equipped laboratory for experimenting on Frankenstein monster, fully stocked weapon shop, and a wide selection of weapons and garlic. Changes. New character lineup, including Lady Dracula, Frankenstein monster, and more. Updated carriage wheel design. This is obviously from different designs throughout the series, because they get updated as they go. So I think I saw this one in series 9 as well. So that's what the changes are. So it's always nice to read what the changes all are. So Yeah, that's it. So think all the regular crew know why. We what for this? Oh yeah, because we know why for you. Absolutely, because somebody has just managed to backtrack the gorgeous set. Write it in the chat, Sean, and I'll put it on the screen so people can see what filth you have just finished completing. Because what a gorgeous set that is, and the design on this one is also beautiful as well. So yeah, if you're a fan of these, and obviously we are getting into the meaty big sets now, then just let us know what it is you want to look at, because this is Sean's pick for one of some of his top 5. So this is his fantasy 5. And of course, if you guys and girls have got anything that you'll go, I would buy that if it was in the final 5, just let me know what it is. Let me know what it is. I'll put your comment on the screen. We'll get the post up on the screen and we'll go from there. But yeah, that does look very, very nice indeed. So there it is. So Sean has picked up the Adventure in Transylvania. And yes, that would work with this one. Absolutely no problem. So you would have a huge, huge, oversized Halloween display, wouldn't you? Absolutely no. You would have that absolutely no problem. So yeah, I think it's a very good shout. That's a very, very nice looking set. So that would go perfectly with the Adventures in Transylvania. So yeah, of course, guys, if you are wanting to see anything, just let me know. It'd be the last time that I'll do it for Series 10. Get your votes in because it finishes 12 noon tomorrow. So I don't know, is it 4 o'clock our time? I think it's the 4-hour difference. I want to say it's 4 o'clock our time. I don't think it's 8 o'clock our time. I think it's 4. I know it went live at 8 o'clock our time, but I think it is at different times. So the Ford Hux is on the list for people, isn't it? So we'll click on that one next. So DJI wanted the Ford Hux. Again, if this made it into the final 5, would you buy it? That's it, because you can see what you can do with it. You can have it as a square, you can have its full length, you can see how you can mix and match the either sides. Was it just the back and front? I'm talking nonsense. That's just the back and front. And then you've got all of the other little bits and pieces in there where the bits roll off. You've got all the odds and sods that are on the inside. It is an impressive looking thing. But would you buy this if it came as a set? Yes, DGI, I see you. I can see my name appearing. So you got all the money, all the bank, you got the eggs, you got the cheese, and you got all of the other little bits and pieces that are in there. So yeah, it's a smart looking thing. It does bring back a lot of memories for a lot of people, I think. And it'll be a good addition to a lot of people's sets if they had it. So yeah, I think it mind you, I don't have any Western stuff, but I definitely still want it. Well, that's the thing. If you do get it, like say so, like your scenario, it goes into the final 5. You do want this set. Would you then want to try and get some of the others to go with it? Because that's the problem with some of the themes. It's a slippery slope because you go, oh, I really like that one, or I'll just backtrack the others, and then before you know it, you're deep head first into a whole new display. So yeah, there's some nice sets about, that's for sure. That is for sure. Now you got New Orleans, the French Quarter. You got the Haunted Castle. There's the Tower. What else do we have? We've got the Joe's Bike Cycle Repair. We've got the Guest Cottage, Guest House, the Royal Vault. What else is there? The Treasure Cove, Greek Islands Apartment, and the Locomotive. See, again, we were saying this before. This would go well with anybody else's stuff and the signal changes for anybody that's all in on the trains. Because I am still surprised that we have not seen one airport. There hasn't been a single large-scale airport. What New Orleans one? What is the New Orleans one? Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look-see at that. New Orleans, the French Quarter. So this, again, this is the one that goes long length or as a square. Really nice detailing all on the front of it. Loads of minifigures. But as we just go through the photos, you can see you can chop and change. So you can basically, you've got the tram that you can add in. Do like these little bits that you can just sort of add into your street. And obviously they've just done what they can with the minifigure selection. It does look like you can kind of do whichever way of stuff that you want to do it with. Does that make sense with regards to having these bits in and those bits out to the side? So yeah, it works nicely with the bits and pieces that are on the back and all the other bits that are in there. You've got the counter and stuff, and then you've got all of the different rooms and everything that's in there. So if you are a fan of the New Orleans sets, or you wanted this sort of architecture and feel and vibe into your city, then this is the one for you. So there you go. That's that one. And then we'll just tuck into the final. The scary thing is that I think the last couple of pages are all very similar sets, aren't they? They're the Western stuff, the castle stuff, because they're all the huge sets still to come. So we only got a couple of pages left. So yeah, here we go. So you've got the big, it's straight away, big pirates, big castle, big artwork. This, the amount of attention that this set has got, I have a feeling this might make it into the final 5, just because it's so different. So different. And this, for me, would go straight into my theme park. And what you are looking at is it. You've got the queue line around the outside, generic minifigures training on the inside. Thanks very much. That would work perfectly for a theme park. He says it, but if it actually comes to fruition, obviously that's a completely different thing. But you've got the bow and arrow, you've got all these bits. But again, you've got something like this, which is completely different. You've then got the big castle, or you've got the jousting. But if a medieval theme gets put through, there's only going to be one type picked. So what do we think? Would something like this get put through? A jousting or a castle? That is the thing. So Reese says the training ground is really nice. Wouldn't mind if it was in the top 5. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So, but things are with the medieval stuff, you've only got one. They're only allowed, I would imagine. And again, you've got medieval stuff from tiny to huge. There's only going to be one, if it gets put through, one medieval thing. So all of the sets that we've been looking at under the medieval banner, they're all going against each other for just one slot. If you think of it that way, and that's if that slot's available for medieval this time round. Because we have had, we have medieval, because this wave that's just people have just taken delivery of today, so series 6 had the medieval and the gold mine in at the same time. Because again, the Japanese castle, I think, looks beautiful. And then we've got the Northern Watch Fortress, which again is a completely different color scheme of all the different bits and pieces. But I think the training from the Brick Project, the training ground, just because it is so different, has a potential to stand out on top of the other castles. And if the Lego group are going to do another castle, would they be like, no, you can have a training ground because it will be out about the same time their new castle is going to be out? So tactically, how can the Lego group benefit from those kind of things? You've got the volcanic hideout. You've got the point. You've got the Empire Station. If I say stadium, then Empire Stadium. And then, they're just getting larger and larger. So they all do look really very, very nice. And a lot of these names that are popping up now, we've had all of the designers in the chat saying hello. So again, massive congratulations to all of these designs, because they are really very, very impressive indeed. So you've all absolutely smashed it with your designs. So you've got the History Museum, you've got the Tempest. Really, really very nice looking stuff. You got Enjoy the School, the Flowerfield Castle. Let's have a look. Let's see the comments that are coming in. Reminds you of the Lego Movie 2 set. Let's have a look. Which one? I'll go back. Anybody else think it looks like a Lego Movie 2? Which one was that? It kind of looks like Apocalypseburg, doesn't it? It kind of looks like it would go with Apocalypseburg. Pumpkin looking at me. Yeah, it would work with Apocalypseburg, I think, because it's the same sort of mashup of architecture, like a very sort of Mad Max-esque type scenario. I do like all the extra artwork, like most wanted posters and everything that they put in all of these sets. I think it's just a very clever clever way of doing these bits. So yeah, I think it's nice. I think it looks great. But thing is, though, if you didn't have the Apocalypseburg or anything from Lego Movie 2 Lego set wise, what set could you guys and girls put that with? Because I could put it up with some things, I've got it, but that set was out for such a short period of time. I don't know how many other people would have it in there. So we got to enjoy the school, didn't we? All right, you've got 3 pages left. So we've got the beautiful Grand Victorian house, which we all think looks great. Big hotel, got the big Ferris wheel. And then again, like this, something like this, completely different shape with a big grand mansion on the back. We know they can't be modular. That's why they've got the open backs on those. And then this is a built version, which looks very, very nice indeed for because the Queen Anne and the one just above, the Grand Victoria, if you can see, they're both done by the same designer. So massive congratulations to, again, everybody. Big city hospital. Would anybody want finally a large hospital to go into their collection because they haven't got one? And now we're getting to the really big castles, the really big boats. And again, they're all going up against each other because this is the other one, wasn't it? The Festival Games, I think, caught a lot of people's eye. I think this is the one that Ultra Bricks might have been talking about. I think that might have been Ultra Bricks' pick because it's just a complete hybrid of stuff. Was it Sean that said about it was from one of the films? Somebody said it, they thought it recognized it from one of the films. Was it the Night? Somebody said about Knight's Tale, if I remember rightly. I'm trying to remember. I haven't got a very big brain, so I do try and pay attention to the chat as it comes through. But yeah, there's lots of stuff going on in all of these, isn't there? So you've got a lot to take in, all the different bits and pieces that are going through. You've got all of these nice bits, and as it comes round, yeah, you've got all the games. You've got the bobbing for what looks like bobbing for apples, and then another picture down the corner. No, it's just those. So yeah, looks good. I think that would sell again if it was in the final 5. I think it would sell well because there's all this stuff going on down this side. You've got the archery down on that way. No, you couldn't. You wouldn't be mad if it got into the final 5 and you're a medieval collector. Surely you would enjoy. I'm sure you would enjoy that going through. Oh, Reese. Sorry, Reese. So I thought for a second then Sean could have taken your credit and gone, yeah, it was. So there we go. Sorry, it was Reese. It says reminded me of A Knight's Tale. There we go. Sean will probably still say it was his idea. But yeah, the Festival Games. I think if this was a thing that got put through for a medieval, like a design, I don't think anybody would be mad at any of them with regards to all the bigger jousting sets. Because I don't really think that the Lego Group will do a large one of these. Because they've done the 3-in-1, then they might do a castle. I don't know what it is they've got against the medieval stuff at the moment. They know full well that people are going ballistic for it. So if they are going to do it, 26 this year would be the year because the Lion Knight's castle is gone for them to go all in and just give us all the catapult armies and all the stuff that they did and just do what they did under the Lego system banner. Just give us loads of stuff, but I don't think they will. So I don't think you're going to get what you're going to want, but you've got the really nice looking sets coming across on these as well. There we go. You've got your big harbour. So we're saying about the harbour that would go well with the new boat, Jay's favourite boat. The old town, the Black Beacon, the metro. Yeah, you've got the Dark Lord, the base. Just shout at me if there's anything that you want to see. Just have a shout and I'll click on it. And you've got the Pirate Fort, the Stormrock Castle. Yeah, and you've got the red. See, again, something like this, the Red Rose Hospital, that could just work straight in your modular stuff. That looks like it's a big modular building. You've got all the different bits and pieces that are on there. So you've got like the full-blown MRI scanners, and there it is. There's another toilet that's in there. You've got somebody that's looking there. They're panicking a little bit. There's a lot going on with this. There's a lot going on. So there you go. Look, ground floor, MRI, reception room, medical care, nurse desk, toilets. First floor, big canteen where you can't go wrong with a little bit of food. And you've got the director's desk, and there's an operating and recovery room. But would they? Because potentially, if for whatever reason the Lego Group don't want to do a hospital, they could get away with doing it from the Bricklink designer program, but I don't know why they just wouldn't do their own in modular. Because we've got a police station, they've given us an old fire station from many, many, many years ago. Because if they green lit a hospital on the Bricklink design program, you would not get one for another 10 years in a modular from the Lego group. I don't think they'll touch it, which is a shame. I don't know why they haven't done it, because now surely we're far enough past COVID. They can't think surely nobody's going to be stupid enough to think or relate the Lego group to that kind of thing. It just goes in people's cities. There's enough hospitals everywhere, isn't there? So there's a Stormrock Castle. So we've got 2 more pages left. 2 more pages to go. I see a train. I see the Chuggington, says DGI. There's some very good, strong sets about. And going by what people are wanting, now we're 54% of you are for the medieval fantasy. So yeah, it's a good selection, a good number of people that are after just any form of anything medieval based. And you got 6? Look, 5 of the 6 as we're coming to the bigger sets. This is how difficult it is for the medieval designers to stand out, because like I said, I've just sorted this by size. It's 599 designs. We've hardly got any pages left, and the very, very top, you've got a massive space tower followed by 5 huge, completely different castles. Then it carries on into more castles and then more space. So we're in the big stuff now. Big stuff. So any of these jumping out at anybody? Any of these you want to take a look at and click on? Because we'll be done in the next, 5-10 minutes, we'll be finished. So there's some real nice sets in all of these. So again, huge congratulations to all of the designers. They do look really good, really very good. But yeah, it's nice to see all, because at least we started and finished this whole series 10 as a big sandwich, haven't we? We started seeing them all for the very first time, slowly clicking on all the photos. Then we've done a deep dive by each category, and now we're finishing it up, just doing it slightly differently. But I mean, the pirate boat's massive. I'm assuming the Wild Fort is on. So we've got the Seaside Villa. Oh, I wonder why the brick stop wants to have a look at the Seaside Villa. So all right, we'll have a quick look see at that. I do believe DGI wanted me to go back. So let's go back a page. And if the Seaside was the Seaside Villa on this bit, or do I have to go back? Let's see if I can find the Seaside Villa. Because that name rings a bell, but why can't I remember where the Seaside Villa is? I'll type it in at the end. So I wonder why. We're going to see the Seaside Villa. Right, the Seaside Villa, the Midnight Sea. Midnight Sea. Watch the Midnight Sea. So I think we might have a designer in. Maybe. I wonder. I don't know if that's the case, but the brick stop might well be. But we'll click on that in a second. So DJI, this one is for you. Yeah, because again, this has caught a fair few people's eye as well, hasn't it? And of course, Peppy Frost was in the comments the other day, and again, loads of. Because don't forget, this is the designer of everybody's favorite toilet. So it's amazing, just the taste of everything with regards to all of these bits and bobs. So Skull Island and Seaside Villa. That is fine. We can have a click on that. I'm sure that's allowed within the rules and regulations. Not a problem at all. That's it. Yeah, no bother. We can have a look-see. That is absolutely fine. So yeah, again, with these, I think the bigger sets, they're in such big competition. And it does seem to be that the medieval castle fantasy big sets, there's loads of them, loads and loads and loads of them. Because again, it's all right if you've got a big space set, because if they want to, they can do those. But if you're in just the castle, they're not going to do 2. So you're looking at all of these and you're going through all of them and you just think, oh, right, let me just in the background, I'm just going to get the I'm getting the other stuff set up in the background, so don't worry. Oh, this one. Oh, jump straight to this one quickly. There's quite a few people in the chat that do like the looks of this one. So the brick, oh, you can see who it's designed by. So the brick stop, this it is. So we've got Skull Island and the Seaside Villa. So this is the Seaside Villa from the brick stop. So I'll keep that up on the screen for a second so they can see who you are. But yeah, nice. We like it. We were saying this before because this is the one that's got it's got the rubber duck. It's got the all the water. Yeah, there's a lot of nice things have been said about this and the color scheme of the teal and the pink. It's yeah, it's nice. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. There's a lot of submissions on this one. There are 555 of them. But yeah, we had because when we went through when we did a deep dive of each subcategory, we literally clicked on every single one. And when there was obviously the people that were just in for that, I think, you know, whatever because what is this one under? Is this one under the buildings or is this under medieval? Because there was loads of people in for the medieval stream. I can't remember. I think I can't remember what tab it is classed under, because some popped under them both. So I think we've seen this a couple of times. So yeah, it's a very, very nice looking set, that. And then just click on that one. Just have that on the screen just for a sec as I find in the background the other one. Seaside Villa. Brickstop. I've just got to click on your name, haven't I? Ah, don't want that. Why doesn't it let you do it that way? Right. Skull Island. There we go. This is the other one. So again, if you're into your pirates, because you were saying that there's lots of opportunities, isn't there, this year for pirates, medieval, for Western. There's yeah. So what we did is we did a countdown to the actual thing going live. So we were on about half an hour, 15 minutes before. We went through all 555 of them slowly for the first ever time, and then almost every stream in the evening, we've done it by subcategory, clicked on absolutely everything to show them all off. And then this is obviously the last night for us in the UK. It'll be this time tomorrow, it'll be done. So you can't get any more in. So we're just doing a roundup, basically, of clicking on some of the ones that people want to see for the very, very last time and just making people aware to get your votes in for the very last time. And then tomorrow, we'll carry on with the Lego Ideas stuff. And we're going to have a look at the 10K submissions that have already been done, because there's loads of designs in there that have already been done as well. So where do we get to? We got to here, and then we're coming through. Yeah, so again, loads, but we've had so many designers in. Yeah, so yeah, that's what we've done. Tons and tons of them. So yeah, so many beautiful designs in. But yeah, they all deserve it. There's some big sets in here. Right, last page, and then it looks like we're going to wrap things up. So this is the last one. This is obviously all of these are the same brick count. So is anything on here that anybody wants to see? So I'll go through it slowly. You type in if there's anything that you want to see. So we've got the big pirate boat, Wild West Fort, the Sea Haven Stronghold, and then you've got the other cove. You've got the Crimson Island. You've got Greek Street, and then you've got the beautiful valley. You've got the medieval blacksmith horse and the dragon spire. And then you've got the prison castle, the Stonefire as well. That's beautiful. I do like that. And then you've got the keep. That's from Brick Dude. Yeah, I've had loads of comments from all the designers and all the other videos. Not a problem at all. My absolute pleasure. If it gets you another thumbs up, then that's all that matters. That's the whole point, isn't it? Just make people aware, and it's just make people aware that you got less than 24 hours really to get your votes in on all of those kind of things, and then it's all done and done before you know it. That's the scary thing, and then we'll be moving on to Series 11, and then we'll be done. But yeah, we tend to do sort of in the evening in the UK, but anywhere from sort of 8 till 10 or 7:30 till 9:30. You know, it's hour and a half, 2 hour streams of just researching different Lego sets. That's basically how it is, right, guys? I think we've done it. We've done it. We have finally gone through all, again, 555 of those. Bearing in mind, Series 7, you've only got 3 days and 22 hours to crack on with and get your bits and pieces in. I think Shibo has completely crumbled with regards to getting everything. Shibo's got the sushi restaurant and got the shop. I don't know anybody else at the moment that's gone in for the boat. I know the boat's sold lot. We have been told that 3 of these are already at 30,000 plus for the sales. So that's incredible to all of those designers. So a massive congratulations to all of you. Yeah. So Shiba's crumbled, basically. Have you noticed that Shiba's crumbled and then gone quiet? There's not been a single thing said. It didn't take long for Shiba to crumble. Turned up late, crumbled, and it might have gone all in on everything. So there we go. Shiba's got all 5 of them, I think, by the sounds of it. So there we go. All right, so guys, I think all I do is I'll end the poll. I can't. I'll end the poll in a second. I can't end the poll at the moment. So yeah, if you've liked the video, thank you very much indeed. In the chat, let us know what your favorite set is of the 555. What would be the one set that you would like to see in the final 5? Oh, Reese got the day off. I will be. Yes. So I'll be doing the double tomorrow, Reese, a bit like today. So I'll be going on in the afternoon because doing these streams, I struggle to get to sleep. So I'm really tired in the morning. So I've got work to do tomorrow morning, but then just anytime after lunch, so probably from like 2 o'clock onwards, we'll do a lengthy stream. And then we got a deep dive into the Lego ideas stuff. We've got a big deep dive into Lego ideas because there's loads of those Lego ideas to get through. So yeah, we've got to get through all of those and see what that's all about, because there's loads of the 10K finals. But we'll do like our weekly rebrick. We'll wrap up all the sets throughout the week with all of the Lego news and all the other little bits and pieces as well, because there's tons and tons of stuff that's on the Lego website. It's all changing, and you know, we're a week away from the Pokemon and all that kind of stuff as well. And sometimes Lego might put some new sets on a Friday. But I do want to cover the Legoland theme park news, because there's big news coming from Legoland Windsor and all of that kind of thing. So yeah, we're going to do the double dirty tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do a double dirty again. So right, so guys, I will say goodbye to everybody. The poll has ended. You can see who won what in the poll. So take care, everyone. And just for the sake of Ultra Bricks, you can see what I've done. There you go, Ultra Bricks. That was just for you. So guys, thanks very much indeed. I will catch up with everybody at some point tomorrow. There'll be one in the afternoon, and then there'll be a lengthy one tomorrow evening. And yeah, we'll just recap everything and just have a Lego chit chat like we always do. So take care, everybody. I'll catch you all soon. Bye, bye, bye.